So recently we got more details about the characters we're going to see during the time of the High Republic. And in this video, I want to go over those details. I know not everyone's excited about the High Republic publishing event, but I am.
Don't get too proud of this technological terror you've constructed.
So just in case you're not up to date, there is a big publishing event happening this fall where Star Wars has decided to focus on the time of the High Republic and specifically 200 years before Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. We're going to be seeing comics, adult books, kids' books, anywhere in between, and we're going to be following various characters. And here's what officially Lucasfilm Publishing Creative Director Michael Singlin has said on that. Readers will see a very wide variety of Jedi in this era. This is a hopeful, optimistic time when the Jedi are good and noble, and we want to reflect that in their characters while still giving them enough depth and dimension so that their individual personalities shine through. The Jedi Knights of the High Republic are both aspirational and inspirational. In short, they're the good guys. I mean, good guys. So let's go over those Jedi Knights and Jedi Masters that we are going to be meeting in these stories. First, let's talk about Stellan Gios. He has a blue lightsaber with a very sexy crossguard and definitely looks like a goody two-shoes paladin. Here is his official description from Lucasfilm. Stellan is an optimistic and well-respected Jedi Master. Stellan came up through the Order with Avar Kriss, and although they are often on different assignments for the Jedi or the Republic, when the two work together, they are a powerhouse team of two noble heroes in action. Strong in the Force and a natural teacher, Stellan is currently stationed at one of the Jedi Temple outposts on the distant planet of Karagon Minor. Which, let's go right into Avar Kriss, who he has a close relationship with. So Avar Kriss has a green lightsaber and a very similar outfit to Stellan, and here is her official description from Lucasfilm. Avar is the brightest, most noble example of Jedihood. She always tries to see the good in people and situations, and never puts herself first. She is invigorated about life on the frontier and the challenges it brings, and is an inspiration for those who work with her. She is compassionate, not dogmatic, and always ready to sacrifice herself over others. Avar Kriss is the best of the best. I like that they added in that she's not dogmatic, because that became a huge problem with the prequel era Jedi, which I will get into in another video because we got some other information that doesn't pertain specifically to this video that makes me think this time period is when we're going to see the corruption and the authoritative behavior of the Jedi start to happen. But let's continue on with the other characters that Lucasfilm gave us a look at. Next, Loden Greatstorm, a Twi'lek with a white lightsaber and a similar outfit to the others, he just has some different symbols. So here is his official description. Loden is a Twi'lek Jedi Master and is considered to be one of the best teachers in the Jedi Order. Strong and wise with a good sense of humor, Loden looks at every moment as a learning experience, always trying to better himself and those around him, especially his Padawans. Not gonna lie, he looks pretty cool. Also, you might notice that we see them wearing formal Jedi Temple clothing, and then they actually have Jedi mission clothing. So if you're wondering how does this guy walk around with a robe that long and go on missions, they have different outfits for temple life versus being out in the world on a mission. Alright, let's go to Vernestra Vern Rawot, who has a purple lightsaber in a similar outfit, though more basic. Vern is a newly minted Jedi Knight. She was a Padawan to Stellan Gios. She works hard and is devoted to the Jedi Order, more so than most others her age. At 16, she is one of the youngest knights in a generation. She struggles to fit in with the adults while also setting a good example for the younger Jedi. Now, I know there's been a little bit of controversy because different concept art shows her lightsaber being different colors, and the person in charge of her character addressed that saying, no, her lightsaber is actually purple, and if you see other concept art where it doesn't look purple, it's just because that was early work or just them being creative with it. In the end, she has a purple lightsaber. So if you look at any images and you go, rawr, you crazy bitch, that's not the color purple. Are you colorblind? I'm pretty sure I'm not. But also her lightsaber will be purple. It's just you'll notice certain images right now don't always have that color. Alright, let's go to Keeve Trennis. She has more of the brown Jedi robes we're used to and a double-bladed green lightsaber. So she's probably in her outfit for being out on a mission. And I love her haircut. I'm jealous of people that can pull off the shaved sides. Definitely nothing I could ever do. So let's read her official description. Keeve is a young firebrand Jedi believed to have a great future ahead of her, if only she would believe it herself. Quick-witted and more impulsive than she should be, Keeve has only been a Jedi Knight for a few weeks and is still starstruck around Avar, knowing many of the great things Chris has done in the past. She is determined to prove herself to Avar and the other legendary Jedi stationed on the Starlight Beacon, but first she must learn to trust herself as much as she trusts the Force. Now, the interesting thing about this character's name, and I'm not sure if this is one and the same, it seems like too big of a coincidence, but we know about the Lost 20, so it was the Jedi Masters that ended up walking away from the Jedi Order, and Master Trennis was named as one of those people by Yoda, so I don't know if that's her, but she's not a Jedi Master yet, so are these stories going to follow, I guess? Maybe not showing her exact fall, but following her getting closer to going, screw the Jedi. I'm actually a little nervous for her character, and I don't think it's a coincidence that those two names are the same. Though they could be, so it isn't confirmed that this is the Master that does, even though they share the same last name. So I know you might be hearing the descriptions for these Jedi Knights and Masters and thinking, okay, this is just generic Paladin goody two-shoe descriptions, which maybe that's your thing, but if it's not, here's a little release statement by Lucasfilm about why it's just not going to be one-note characters. So they wrote, "While the Jedi are undoubtedly heroes in the High Republic, they promise to be varied, unique, and very human, no matter their species. We've put a lot of time and effort into making our Jedi feel like real, rounded individuals. They are all different, approaching the Force in individual and unique ways, and yet are united with a common goal. They serve not out of unwavering dogma, but a deep passion to protect light and life. And they're all at different stages in their individual journeys. Some have experience on their side. Some have the exuberance of youth. Some are still finding their place in the Order, while others step naturally into leadership roles. Some may not have chosen to work with the Jedi they've been posted alongside, but all are dedicated to being a guiding light for the galaxy. Individually, they are strong. Together, they are invincible. But like the best heroes, they each have lessons to learn and challenges to overcome. Exciting times lie ahead." If you've been following any of the news being released about the High Republic, you know we're going to see what is the major storyline. The core of it is what scares the Jedi. Something happens, some big event, catastrophe, tragedy that terrifies the Jedi, and how they respond to it and how it shapes the Order. So I know it's only 200 years before the prequels, and I'd love to see what shaped the Jedi into being so authoritative and so restrictive and just not able to have any wiggle room, even though they say they don't deal with absolutes. They kind of do. Alright, so those are some descriptions for characters we can expect to see during the High Republic publishing event happening later this year. Which character sounds like it's going to be your favorite, and which one are you hoping dies? Ooh, that sounded dark. Let me know in the comment section down below.